Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for starters, if you are new to the channel, what's poppin'? Thank you for stopping by. On the title of this video, we are doing a story time. Go ahead, check out the rest of my content and see if you like it. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. If you guys did not watch my last video, I don't know why, because it was actually a really good video, but I told you guys that I was trying to get into a little bit of a vlogmas type of vibes. Not that I was going to be posting every single day, but I was going to be posting way more than usual up until Christmas. The only thing that I ask of you guys is to give the video a thumbs up and to hype the videos up so it can push the videos out more. So I'm going to ask again, because a lot of you guys did not like the last video. Could you guys please give me a thumbs up on this specific video so we can have way more content pushed out? And like I said in my last video, I have story times for y'all, I have commentary, I have a whole bunch of stuff cooked up for y'all. So y'all definitely want to do so y'all can get these videos. But I don't even want to ramble. Y'all already know why we're here. Grab your popcorns. A lot of y'all be saying y'all be chiefing and stuff. So if you got some tree, grab that. Grab whatever you need to grab to get you through this story time. If you like to clean while watching me, get the mop in the bucket and get the cleaning. You feel me? So you can get this story time on the road. So boom. The funny thing about this story time is that I completely forgot about it until, and y'all could thank my subscriber. And if she ends up commenting on this video, I'm gonna pin her comment so y'all can thank her, because she came in my DMs the other day and she was like, girl, what happened to the YMCA story time that you said you were gonna tell? Can you please tell it? And I completely forgot about this story time. And it's actually crazy because a lot happened. Like, a lot of stuff happened in this YMCA situation. So we are going to get straight into it. So boom. I would say this is when I was like I don't remember what specific grade I was in, but just know that I was in middle school. I was like in middle school at that time. It was one of those years where my mom wanted to enroll me into YMCA. Now, I was happy, and let me tell y'all why. Because a lot of the people that were going to YMCA, I had already asked them, like, at my school, because, you know, it was YMCA for the summertime, you know, and I was tired of going to daycare. Like, my mom had me in elementary. She'll be like, oh, you going to daycare this summer, this and that. But I used to be so mad. I'm like, I don't want to go to daycare, because I just used to hate sitting around the babies and stuff like that. Like, I just really used to hate it. So one year, my mom came up to me and was like, would you like to go to YMCA? And this was before the school year ended. She was like, would you like to go to YMCA instead of going to daycare this year? I'm like, yeah, because, like, at least, you know, when I used to go to the daycare that I used to go to, it would be way more kids that were younger than me than older. And a lot of the kids that were older or my age, it wasn't a lot of them, you know what I mean? So I'd rather go to YMCA because I know I'm going to be around my age group. We're going to actually do things. You know, when you go to daycare, and I used to go to a house daycare, y'all. It's not like I was going to like a daycare where, it was like at an actual facility where they have you doing stuff throughout the day. No, I was going to like actual like daycare, and I was in middle school, and a lot of my peers were not going to daycare at that point in time. So I used to get so annoyed. So my mom's like, you want to go to YMCA? I'm like, yeah, I want to go to YMCA. So she's like, all right, during the summer, I'm gonna go ahead and sign you up so you can go to YMCA. I'm ecstatic. I start asking everybody around my school, like, are you going to YMCA this year? Are you going to YMCA this year? Are you going to YMCA? Bitch, I almost asked the teachers. I almost asked, are y'all going to YMCA this year? Like, bitch, are y'all, we need all of y'all. I need y'all in YMCA this year, okay? And a lot of people were saying yes, bro. Like, I remember, like, damn near all of, like, my classmates and, like, people that I was cool with were like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, which one? The one up there? They're like, yeah. I'm like, bet. Like, it's going to be lit. It's going to be a good summer. It's not going to even feel like school ended. Like, I'm happy. So let's fast forward. Summer starts and my mom enrolls me into YMCA, and I remember seeing so many new faces. Like, I was like, damn, the people who said that they was going to YMCA this year, where they at? They lied, because I'm seeing a whole bunch of new faces. I'm talking about damn near everybody from that district area was at YMCA. It was a lot of people, y'all. Like, I remember it being a lot of people. And but as the days went on, I started seeing more familiar faces. So it started becoming way more exciting to me, because, like, the first day that I was in the program, I remember looking around like, I don't know nobody. But, like, as the days went on, I remember seeing people that I was asking, like, oh, are you going to YMCA this year? And they're like, yeah. So I'll start hanging out with them. Now we're going to give this man a name. We're going to call him Tolu. Now let me give y'all a description to Tolu. Tolu was this African guy. I would say that Tolu was probably, I would say Tolu was in his early 20s. Like he was like in his like early 20s, probably like either early 20s or mid 20s, either or, no more than 30. Tolu was a skinny man. He was dark skinned. He was African. I wanted to say his real name, but I'm a chill. I really wanted to say his real name because I would never forget him. Like when I tell you I would never forget this guy. He was a skinny guy, but he was one of those guys that, you know, them guys that are skinny but they got like muscles on them and stuff like that. He was one of them. And he was, how else can I describe him? He wore glasses and he was dark skinned. Like when I say dark skin, I'm talking about dark skin, and he was Nigerian to be exact. He was African, but he was Nigerian to be exact. And he did not have an accent. He gave off first generation vibes. Like he was born in America, but his parents are from Africa. So that's the full on description, because I want you guys to actually like get a full description onto him. So now in the YMCA program, I don't know how y'all do it where y'all at, but in my program, it's like the Boys and Girls Club. If you've ever been to the Boys and Girls Club, they have different rooms, like different stuff. You do different activities throughout the day. They have some rooms where you watch movies. They have some rooms where you do arts and crafts. They have some rooms where you you work out, like, you know, some rooms where you go outside for stuff, transitioning to different things throughout the day. So he was in charge of helping us like transition to different things. Like he was our main teacher. Even though we had like different teachers, he was like our main teacher, and he was always with our group. And from the very beginning, y'all, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but he did not like me. Like when I tell y'all he did not like me, I don't know if his spirit just did not connect with mine, but I remember it as clear as day. He did not like me. Like I remember the way he was talking to me and stuff, and the way he was like asking like, what's your name and stuff. It was very rude. Like it was very like, and a lot of y'all be laughing and stuff cause y'all need to go follow my Instagram. I be telling y'all, you know the funny thing? Some of y'all gonna regret not following my Instagram, because sometimes I'll be telling stories on my spam and my Instagram, and y'all be missing it. Y'all be missing it just because y'all want to be defiant. Y'all need to go follow my Instagram. But a lot of y'all be laughing and stuff because sometimes I'll be posting my baby pictures and I'll be like, bro, like, y'all be like, bro, you look bad as a kid. What y'all don't understand is that, baby, I was always like how I am now. As a matter of fact, I'm more calmer now. I was worse back then, you know? I was always a bad kid. And one thing about me, like I always say, and I really, really wish people would just listen to me. This is a warning to some people. I really wish people would listen to me when I say my discernment is top tier, because I'm not trying to even like get off a topic, because that's like for another day. But like some of y'all be trying me, like some of y'all be doing some finicky stuff and y'all be thinking that I don't peep it, and I'm like, I peep what you're doing and I don't like it, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. I'll probably tell, that's not a story time, but I'll probably get on live and talk about that later, because something just happened where I feel like I want to tell y'all, but I don't want to tell it in an actual video. But like, since I was a yay high, my discernment has always been top tier. So I knew from the very beginning that he did not like me. And one thing about me is like, if you don't like me, that's fine, but you're gonna respect me. And I've always had that type of vibe to me. So when I first peeped that he was like being rough with me and being very like finicky and very like, oh, move here, oh, do this, like that type of vibe, baby, I started giving him that type of vibe right back. So there will be times where he will like let's say we'll all be outside, right? He'll be like, oh, Irene, come here. And I will like, you know, be like, oh, like, you know, for what? Because I'm not a dog, you know what I mean? Like, I have a mouth and I can ask like, you know, what's up, for what? And he'd be like, cause I said so. I'm just looking at him like, strike one. Okay, strike one. Strike two. He will talk to me anyhow. And I say so many. There will be so many people talking, yapping, chit-chatting, laughing. As soon as I get to talking and laughing and chit-chatting, mind y'all gotta understand, the group that they put me in was in a group of like, it was a group of people that I already knew prior to coming to YMCA. So I already knew these people. So yes, we will be talking and laughing. He will literally only call me, y'all. He will literally be like, Irene, Irene. I'm like, bitch, I got the scream on my house calling me. Bitch, I thought it was a monster calling me. I thought it was a monster calling me. Whole time it was Tolu. I'm like, what the fuck is Tolu calling me for? He be like, Irene, I said stop talking. I'm looking like, I'm sorry. I didn't know Irene was only talking to Irene. I thought Irene was talking to everybody. Like, why are you calling me? And it just used to irritate me because I just got to the point where I just started feeling like, we're not at school, we're at YMCA. Like, I know that, like, you know, we still have to follow rules. I know rules are still in place, but baby, we're not in school. Like, what is stop talking? Like, what it, like, this is a program, this is a club, like, this is a club for little kids to be able to play throughout the summer. And it's like you trying to pull away my happiness and stuff, but you're not calling nobody out, but you keep calling my name. I don't like that. So I started talking back, y'all. Yes. Call me defiant, call me whatever you want to call me, but I started talking back, okay? And one thing about me, my mouth is lethal, okay? My dad already told me, I think my parents told me that my first words was stupid, okay? Y'all, my parents told me that my first words as a kid was stupid, and I wasn't even saying it right. I was going around calling people stupo as a kid. So if y'all thought that my mouth was bad then, and now, it was always bad. You feel me? So when I was talking back, y'all, I was talking back like how a grown woman would talk back, not like how a kid would talk back. Y'all, when I tell you, I don't know what happened, but when I talked back to him that first time, and I don't even remember what I said to him, but I remember talking back, like giving him a piece of my mind. When I tell you, that guy made me his public enemy #1 for the rest of the time being. I'm talking about, like, he just started going ham on me. And let me tell you how. Nowhere. He starts telling me, like, you're not gonna go to the, okay, so they had like a field trip. I don't remember where the field trip was, but towards the ending of the summer, they were, I think it was like at a water park or something. I remember it being at a water park, yeah. So towards the ending of the summer, the whole entire program was going to take a field trip to the water park if your parents paid for it. I asked my mom, I'm like, Mommy, like, we supposed to be going on a field trip by the ending of the summer. Like, I really want to go. I really want to go to this field trip. Like, you know, can you please send the funds to the program so I can be able to go? Because I really want to go. Because damn near all my friends were going. So I was like, hey, I'm not going to get left behind, you know? So my mom, she did not care. Like, the money was not that, it wasn't that expensive, the field trip money. So my mom was like, yeah, like, when I get paid, I will send the money, Like, she just giving me the rundown. So this man, he knew I was going to the field trip because my mom sent me the money right away. She didn't even give me the money. My mom just called the program and put it towards the field trip right away. So my name was already on the list. Keep that in mind. Y'all, as soon as Tolu found out that my name was on the list to go to the field trip, he starts making comments like, you're not gonna go to the field trip. You're not gonna go to the field trip. And I'm looking like, who the fuck are you? That's another thing I forgot to add to the description. That nigga was ugly as fuck. Like, when I tell you that nigga was ugly, that nigga was ugly. Like, and I used to be like, it's not my fault that you're not cute. Like, why are you taking this out on big old me? You know, it's not my fault. And so he used to be like, you're not going to the field trip. Your behavior, you're not going to the field trip. Like, I'm not letting nobody like you go to the field trip. And it got to the point where I started complaining to my mom about it, because I used to be like, Mommy, there's this teacher in my program, he keeps threatening me, saying that I'm not going to the field trip, like he does not like me. Like, it's actually funny because usually I don't tell my mom anything, and then when shit blow up, I look bad. Because off rip, y'all, like, y'all already know, if y'all watch my story times, then y'all know I was a bad kid. So like, it was very easy for my mom to always side with the teacher, to side with whoever was in charge of me, right? But with this specific situation from the beginning, I knew this guy was going to be a problem. So I always was keeping tabs on him and like how he operated, everything. I just began telling my mom everything. Like, I just told my mom, I said, there's this guy, he's African, he doesn't like me, he picks on me. Sometimes I'll be talking with my friend, and instead to say, hey y'all, can y'all keep quiet, or can y'all keep it down, he will literally like call me out and signal me out, makes little snide remarks to me, telling me that I'm not gonna go on the field trip. It's actually crazy because every time I used to tell him that, like, every time he told me that I wasn't going on the field trip, I would always be like, yes, I am. My mama paid. Like, bitch, the bank statement's cleared. You feel me? Like, it no longer says processing on my mother's end. I'm going on that field trip. You feel me? And that used to infuriate him, y'all. Like, he used to be like, okay, yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm like, yeah, we're going to see. We gonna see. You feel me? So My mom, she knew, like, she was like, you're going on the field trip. She's like, I already paid for everything. Like, she's like, you're going, I've already sent the money to the program. Like, who cares what he talking about? She told me straight up, she's like, just ignore him. Like, don't even pay him no mind. Don't pay him no dust. Like, just ignore him. Like, don't do nothing. Like, don't say nothing to him. So I stopped talking to him completely. I stopped talking back because I told my mom that I be talking back to him because who is he? And my mom was like, don't talk back to him. She was like, if he say something to you, just ignore him. Like, act like he don't exist. So that's what I started doing. Y'all, it infuriated him more. Why was a 20-something-year-old beefing with a middle schooler? Who fucking knows? And I know y'all, if you watch all my videos, then y'all would probably think that I was, you know, being troublesome or that I was annoying him and that's how this shit started. But I promise you, this is one of them story times where I deadass did not do anything to this man. He just hated me. Like, from the very first day that he laid his eyes on me, he hated me. Like, he did not like me. And I don't know if he didn't like the way I look. So, you know, because some human beings do that. Like, human beings do that shit. Whereas they don't like the way you look, or they don't think that, like, they don't deem you as attractive. And I know somebody about to be like, why would he be thinking like that? He a grown man, you a little girl. But human beings do that in general. Like, human beings do that all the time. Is it not y'all that be calling people's babies ugly as soon as celebrities push them out? Like, human beings do that shit all the time. And I feel like he did not find me attractive, so he was so rude to me. Because I would see the way he would deal with, like, other people that was in that group that were very pretty girls and, you know, decent looking, like, people. He will coddle them and he'll be like, even if they were doing something that he didn't like, he would be like, hey, like, you know, let's say the girl name was Angel. He'll be like, hey, Angel, could you please keep it down for me? Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. But, like, when it was me, it's Irene. You're not going on that field trip. You're not going on that field trip. Like, it was just very, like, dealing with, and you know what? I don't even think that it had anything to do with, like, looks in the face wise. I think I was a fat kid. A fat girl. I was a butterball. You feel me? I was biggie. You feel me? I was a, you know, big girl. I specifically feel like because I was a bigger kid, he picked on me. I think that's what it was, because in the group of all of us, I was the biggest girl. Not the biggest, because, you know, there were guys that were bigger than me, but in a group of, like, all the girls, I was, like, probably, like, the biggest child. And then, like, one other big person, but that person was very quiet into herself, so he never really said much to her. So I felt like in his eyes, he just felt like some type of way because of the way I looked, and he took it out on me. So I listened to my mom and I started ignoring him. But that's why I said I feel like this guy genuinely hated me, because me ignoring him did not help anything. It didn't solve anything. If anything, it made it worse. Let me tell y'all how. There were times where he's teaching the class and he will ask me a question. But guess what, y'all? My mama told me to ignore him. Bitch, I'm not answering nothing. Save the questions for later. Or if you gotta ask me a question, shit, ask one of the other teachers and let her ask me and I'll answer it. But if it's coming out of your mouth, it's not respected. I don't care. So he'll be like, Irene, A, B, C, D, like, he'll ask me a question. Y'all, this is me. Y'all used to act like he didn't exist. I wouldn't even look his way. The same way he was treating me in the beginning with such disgust in his face. Like, y'all, it would be times where, let's say he went, like, let's say he saw me in the morning. He'll be like this, like, okay, let's say I walk into the building, my mom drops me off in the morning and he passes me up. He'll legit look at me like this. Like, just with disgust. Bitch, I started giving him that same type of energy. Every time he asked me a question, bitch, I toot my face up. I used to be like, because, bitch, I can actually do it. I don't gotta fake this because you ugly. Like, you actually have a hideous face. So I really don't care what you're telling me. So, y'all, he started getting irate. You're not going on that field trip. You're a disrespectful little girl. Da, da, da. Like, you are so disrespectful. When people are talking to you, you answer them back. Da, da, da. Like, this and that. Da, da, da. Y'all, this is me. I don't know why you still talking to me, you know? You said I was a disrespectful girl that talked back and did ABCD, and now I left you alone and now you have an issue. Baby, you just don't like me. And that's okay, but you're not gonna make it seem like I'm a bad child and that's why you don't like me. Just be honest with why you don't like me. I don't like when people do that, you know? So it just was weird. Like, it was mad weird. Now we're gonna introduce somebody else into the story time. We're gonna introduce this girl. What are we gonna call her? We're gonna call her Box. It's actually crazy because, like, if you guys knew her real name, y'all would understand why I'm calling her Box. But we're gonna call her Box. Box was this Nigerian girl. She went to my my middle school. I already knew her before the YMCA program. She was one of those people that I asked, like, hey girl, are you coming to YMCA? And she said yes, and she was in my group, and me and her were very good friends at this time. I never really had classes with Box specifically while we were in middle school, but I always used to see her in the after school program because I used to attend the after school program in my middle school. I always used to see her in the hallways. I would always see her at lunch, and she was a Nigerian girl. So we used to always bond and talk to each other, chat with each other. And by the time we got to the YMCA program, we became close. Like, she was one of them people. It was her and some other people in a little small group that we just all used to mingle, talk, laugh, play outside with. Like, she became like my home skillet biscuit real fast as soon as the program started. But then after a while, she started annoying me, and I'm gonna tell y'all how. Look, I don't know whether Box knew personally, and I know, no, she knew. That's the funny thing. I'm not even gonna sit up here and play. She knew because she used to see me. First of all, the whole group used to see me and him going back and forth before I started ignoring his ass. And then on top of that, I used to always complain to her about how I did not like him, and I felt like he did not like me from the beginning, and he never gave me a chance. Like, this girl knew that this guy did not like me. She knew that this teacher had it out for me, and I feel like she played into the bullshit because shortly after, she will always snitch on me, like just do little weird stuff. Like, I don't really remember what we would fight over, but there would be little things that me and her would get into it over. She'll run and tell him, and it's like, it's weird when you think about it, because it's like, why are you running to go tell this guy something about me when you know for a given fact that this guy does not like me at all? Like, you know this guy thinks I'm troublesome, you know this guy don't mess with me like that. Why would you run and tell him things that you know that me and you can easily resolve, but you want to go tell him because you want him to scold me and you want him to talk anyhow to me? So there was one time where me and her got into it. I don't even remember what we got into it over, but she ran and told him that I was bothering her. And so Tolu comes up to me, because at this point in time, I'm not talking to Tolu no more. Every time Tolu speaks to me, I'm ignoring him. So he kind of gets to the point where he doesn't really speak to me no more. Like, he doesn't really talk to me at all no more. He just makes faces and, you know, says little things under his breath when I pass him up, but he doesn't speak to me at all no more. Class, can I ask you this question again? Why is Tolu beefing with a child? Who knows? So she snitches on me, and at this point in time, I'm like, I need to get away from her. Like, she is becoming an op. He comes up to me and he's like, Box said that you did ABCD. Like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? Why are you doing this? Like, why are you doing that to her? As usual, y'all, I don't respond to him. Like, I just don't, because what did my mama say? My mama said to do what, y'all? What, class? What did my mom say to do? Ignore him. That's what mommy said to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ignore him. So he literally looked at me, y'all, and I remember, like I literally, okay, if I see Tolu today, I probably won't recognize this Tolu until he says so. But I remember the image of this guy till this day because he was such a bitch. Like, all jokes aside, he gets on his knees, because you know I'm short. Mind you, this guy's tall. Like, he's a tall black man. He gets on his knees. You know, y'all know I'm short. And he looks at me with like the evilest look on his face. And he says to me, I'm gonna get you kicked out of here soon. I promise you. Damn! Like, who spit in your coffee this morning? Because now, bitch, you went from you not going to the field trip to you about to get kicked out of here soon? Like, my presence makes you that mad that you want me to get kicked out of the program now? Like, and you could just tell that it was a promise and not a threat. Like, you could just tell, like, the way he said it, everything. And I know some people might be like, girl, why don't you tell your mom? That I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my mom because, like I said, y'all, I'm very vindictive. Like, when I tell y'all I'm very vindictive, I kind of like try to not do that no more since I've gotten older, because it's no point. But when I was a kid, I was so vindictive. So y'all remember all them times that Mama Dukes told me to ignore him? Bitch, that's that day that I figured out I still had a voice box. I looked him dead in his eyes and I said, "I'd like to see you try. I like to see you try." Now you didn't activate me, because now you starting to piss me off. Because it's like, I don't talk to you for real. And my thing is it's like, if this girl is here complaining about something I did, why not come and ask me like, "Hey, what happened?" She said that you did ABCD. To get down, like to bend down. He didn't get on his knees, but y'all know what I mean. Like, you know how somebody like bends all the way down to where their knees are folded. To bend down on your knees and look me in my eyes and say you gonna figure out how to get rid of me is mad crazy. Like, I don't know who you think you are. And it just goes to show that you actually have a personal vendetta with me. And this has nothing to do with the YMCA program anymore. Like, you actually have a real issue with me. So now I would like to see you try. And if you actually do become successful, I'm going to go off on you before I leave. I'm not just gonna leave like, you know, just willingly. Like, you know, I'm gonna leave scratching tooth and nail if I leave out this bitch. You feel me? This box kept snitching on me to him, and you know, always like trying to get on his good side and stuff like that. I stopped talking to her. Like, me and her stopped talking. I remember she would come around me to play with me when we would go outside. I would be like I would pay her dust. It's actually crazy because I didn't dislike her, but I just felt like I was beginning to dislike her, basically. So she would always ask me like, "What's wrong with you? Like, why you looking like that?" Or, you know, "You don't really talk to me as much anymore." And I told her straight up, like, yeah, because every time I talk and play with you, if something don't go your way, you go and tell Tolu on me, and next thing you know, he's in my face threatening to get me kicked out of the program. And honestly, that year at YMCA was fun. Like, I was having a lot of fun during that summer, and I wasn't trying to get kicked out of the program, you know. So I just kind of felt like, you know, you're a threat and I have to stay away from you. And she explained to me that she's literally only snitched on me once. Like I said, I don't remember what happened that made her go snitch on me, but she said that like she does not continuously go up to him and snitch on me. But in my honest opinion, one is too many times, because bitch, if you call me a friend and I call you one, you shouldn't be snitching on me if I'm not doing anything that's actually actively hurting you physically, or like, you know, like nothing that's an emergency. And I know for a given fact, baby, we were young. We were not that old. We were not like, it was, and wasn't nothing going on in that program to where she needed to be telling him, okay? And so it was just awkward from there between me and her. Like, we ended up not really talking like that no more, and I did not care. Like, when I tell you I did not care, I did not care. Like I said, I had other friends in that program. So let's fast forward. Throughout the days and the weeks, she would try to do things to get my attention, because she did not like the fact that I left her alone. And that's one thing that I never understood about people back then, because a lot of people that I used to be friends with, they used to get so shocked when I would leave them alone. Like, they would get so shocked, like, "Oh shit, Irene's not around me no more," because of the fact that like, when I'm a friend to you. Like, I be in your face, I bother you, I be around you a lot. But when I go ghost y'all, I go ghost. Like, I don't come around like that. I just, you know, I maintain distance. And I've been like that, like I said, since I was a kid. So that's exactly what I did with her. I just used to maintain distance. And, you know, let's say, because she was still a part of my group. So let's say we will all be in a group. I will talk to everybody but her in that group. If she talks to me, I'll answer her. I'll be like, yeah, but like, I won't really talk like that. So let's fast forward. One day, we're outside. I'm thirsty. It's hot as hell. This is like when we were at recess. I go inside to go to the water fountain to drink some water. As I am walking, mind you, I go up to the teacher, not Tolu. I still wasn't talking to Tolu, okay? I stood on that. I stood on that, y'all. I go talk to one of the white ladies. I'm like, "Hey, can I go? I need some water. Can I go inside?" She's like, "Yeah, sure. Like, go inside." Why, when I'm going inside, why do I see Box following me? So I'm like, all right, like, you know, I'm not really thinking much of it. I'm not really like, you know, in my head too much about it. I'm thinking that she's about to follow me inside and be like, "What's up? Like, you know, you're not talking to me like that. Like, what's going on? This and that." I go to the water fountain, and she does exactly what I already thought she was going to do. She's like, "Hey, Irene, like, you know, you still not speaking to me. Like, me and you don't even talk no more. It's like you talk around me throughout the throughout the group, but you don't talk directly to me. You only talk to me when I talk to you. Like, can we please talk about the issue? Like, I want to fix the issue. Y'all, like, call me childish or whatever you want to call me, but I ignored the fuck out of her and just kept drinking my water. Now, this was one of them summers where it was hot outside, so y'all was drinking that water for a while, and it wasn't to like purposely ignore her. I deadass was just very, very, very thirsty, and I was drinking that water for a while. So when she was talking to me, I was not paying her ass no mind. I wasn't like, you know, I was just drinking my water. Like, I had my head in the water fountain and everything. So I went up, you know, for a break, and I told her straight up, like, I don't have no issue with you. Like, I just want to maintain distance. And while I'm talking to her, she gets to drink your water. Like, mind you, I'm no longer drinking my water. So like, I like, you know, mind you, there's two water fountains. There's one water fountain. I'm on the right side. She's on, no. I'm on the left side. She's on the right side. So I'm drinking. I stood up. Now she's drinking water while I'm talking. So I told her, I said, look, Box, I don't have no problem with you. I'm just trying to maintain distance because, like I said, this man doesn't like me. And I don't appreciate how you went to go tell this man that I was doing ABCD. Like, if you felt a way about me doing something, I said, you've been knowing me since before this program. You as my friend, you could come up to me and be like, hey, like, you know, I didn't really like how you did this. I said, but to go tell this man that you know don't like me, y'all, why while I'm talking to this girl, the water that she's drinking in the water fountain, she spits it in mine and it splatters all over me. And this is where we're going to stop the story time. I don't want to hear, oh my God, what? You leaving us with a cliffhanger? Da, da, da. I don't want to hear nothing. The only thing that I want y'all to do is like the video. I want y'all to tell y'all parents to like the video for part 2. Because y'all, part 2 gets crazy. Like, when I tell y'all part 2 gets crazy, y'all, part 2 gets crazy. With the shadow of events that happen. And honestly, you guys are going to see in part 2 how much Tolu hated me. You guys are going to see with your eyes how much Tolu hated me. But yeah, y'all, she literally took the sip of water that she was drinking from her water fountain and spit it out in mine, and it splattered all over me. Y'all, give this video a thumbs up. And then when you guys get to a certain amount of likes, I will like, I think let's try to get to like 2,000, or we could do like 2,500 likes or 2,000 likes. Y'all can do it, y'all. There's a lot of people who watch these videos, these story times. Tell your parents to like the videos. Tell them to hype up the videos, you know. But once we get to like 2,000 likes, I will tell part 2, and you guys are going to want to hear about part 2 because part 2 actually went crazy. Like, part 2 went crazy, and then it goes into like another story time. So yeah, y'all. If you guys want part 2 of what happened, y'all better tell y'all peers. Be like the ones who just be watching and don't be liking. Let them know in the comment section. Like the video. I love you guys so much. Y'all guess in the comments what happened. Y'all just guess. Like, if y'all want to really, like, just guess. What do y'all think? Especially for the people who've been watching me for years. What do y'all think happened? I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.